Woo! We hit 100 subs! I understand I am still irrelevant, but that's not the point. 100 subs is an achievement for me. I'm very happy about that. So, I have a video for you guys today. This is the my 100 subscribers special until 2, 3, 4, 5 people unsub and we no longer have 100 subs. I'll have to remake the video. So, in this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just show you around my account. Oh, apparently there's a legendary accuracy grind in shop. I'm going to pick it up. So I've got mana. Let's check the normal shop. Okay, so I'm going to show you around my account. I'm going to show you my account, my runes, and my monsters. So, that's the wrong button. Let's first go into the monster collection. Here's my Lucia. I don't use her too much. She's on a mediocre set. I've only recently just second awakened her, and I was in the process of going, do I want to use her all the time or do I don't? Do I not? So I've put some runes on her that are pretty good. They're okay. They all need to be grinded. So I don't know, I'm not really using her too often. Chilling, one of the first monsters I've ever summoned. Swift Revenge, just because he's annoying, he's always stripping. I love my chilling. I've even given him the little swirly effect because I think it looks perfect. Let's move on, there's not too much on him. Never used Sigmarus really. He's missing a rune. I don't know why he's out, he should really be in storage. Galleon. I used to love Galleon. I thought he was awesome. The character model is sick, the whole look of him is sick, the abilities are amazing. However, 100% accuracy, this thing never lands. Never. So, I don't really use him anymore. Yeah, so he's screwed. This is my RTA Aegir. His runes change more than the way weather changes. I had him at 146 speed, violent wheel, but he had and he was tanky, but he had no damage, and that was kind of useless. And then I had him really damaging, too slow, and I don't know. I would prefer to have him 140 speed, that'd be perfect with higher crit rate and same HP. That I'd be very happy with. But other than that, I use him in RTA. It's got me the Conqueror so far. I like him. Okay, here's my Josephine. I summoned Josephine yonks ago. I have a special thing. If we go... how am I going to do this? I was going to say, I've got photos of when I summoned her. And let me see the date. I summoned her, Josephine, Thursday, November the 28th. Wait, what? No. I summoned her Thursday the 21st of December, 2017, at 11 o'clock at night. Hell yeah. I actually got her from the Christmas Transcendent Scroll, which my mum bought me one for a Christmas present, which was very nice of her. And it was funny because I was like, I really don't want a paladin. I don't want a paladin because I didn't like them back then. And I pull a Josephine and it's like, really? But yeah, so this is my Josephine. She's speed, HP. Her runes are always meh. She's amazing. She does everything I need to just on those weird runes. So I like my Josephine. Let's move on to my Theomars. I had Jew Bagel's problem. I had pulled 6 Ifrits from the guild shop. Not one of them was Theomars. And then eventually they brought out the choose your own Ifrit scroll. That was a lifesaver. So I finally got my Theo. I gave him some really nice runes. However, he's been losing runes the more and more we go into RTA because I use him less. I only use him for Guild Wars offense. That rune hurts. I'd love to get crit rate grind or something, just anything in there. That's like a blue rune. It is a blue rune. Yes, that was a leftover rune. That was on Aegir originally, but Aegir got his crit damage rune. So I would love to grind it. That's an okay rune. It's nothing major. That is garbage. Why do I keep some of this stuff? Why? And why am I grinding it? That was a waste of a grind. Oh well, let's move on. Here's Molong. Oh, I was so happy when I pulled Molong. Where was it? I've got the picture. I think I'll add these pictures in editing. So once I find the Molong, there it was. I pulled Molong on the 27th of December, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, I was so happy. He is amazing. He's plus 117 Violent Will, Speed, HP. I only use him as a defense breaker for my Guild War offense. I don't use him in RTA because his time to shine is over and I don't really do a nuking comp. Chow. I love Chow. I think Chow is absolutely amazing. He's a powerhouse of a unit. I think mine is an overall really, really good Chow. If I could squeeze an extra 50 speed out of him, he would be god tier, I think. He's plus 27k HP, plus 48 speed, 95 crit rate, and 155 crit damage. He is on Violent Nemesis. So he's got HP, crit damage. That is a very efficient rune. Sadly about the resistance. Can we? No. That is a nice rune too. Whoa. Chow has some very nice runes. What was that? We said get rid of the HP. We said we wanted more speed out of Chow. Oh my god, this is an account improvement as well. Oh, Chow. Oh, I like that. 55. It looks so much nicer. I like it. Okay, so let's move on. Oh, actually, first thing, Chow is amazing. I use him quite often. I use him a lot more than I should, just because I think he is great, and my friends in real life have a good joke about Chow being the best monster in the game. Praha. My disappointing Praha, because I want a Sierra really badly. I have double Liebly, I have Dover, I need a Sierra, and I got a Praha. I like Praha. She's in my R5 team, or my second R5 team. She's okay. Her runes are okay as well. She is Nemesis Despair, Speed, Defense, HP. The reason she's on defense, look at that rune. That's a nice rune. Jeez, that's a very nice rune too. We up that there. All of these runes are very nice. Why don't I ever use her? Originally, I used to use her as a bulldozer trap, a copper trap. As you can see, she's got plus 1,000 defense. That used to get people quite a lot. Used to get a good amount of wins. Let's move on to the water monkey, Shihao. If he was on violent, I'd be very impressed. I would prefer an extra 10,000 HP, but sadly he's on swift, crit damage, attack. I use him as a single target stripper to set up for Hathor. That is why he's on swift. I need him to be that fast. Beth. I don't ever use Beth. I pulled her, I was happy because everyone else uses her. The only reason I use Beth is a Fayman farmer, since I no longer have a water homunculus who I used to farm all with. Amelia. I'm going to be doing a monster guide on Amelia because someone asked. That will be coming up soon. Probably not the best person to use, but she isn't max skilled because I've had so many important monsters since I pulled her. But I really like my Amelia. She is on swift with resistance just because I like the amount of speed. The reason I've got mine on swift is originally she was plus 180 speed. The point was to get her to go first and permanently lap the enemy's Hathors or other people like that and just always have immunity up. That's why mine is on swift. I will probably be moving her to violent if I can get good enough runes to move on to her. Let's move on. Camilla. I pulled Camilla a couple months ago. Always wanted a Camilla, but I always didn't want one, if you get what I mean. She's a monster that you don't use. You put her on defense, you leave her there. You don't really use her too much. She is speed with a very nice Nemesis rune, crit damage, HP. And that is a ridiculously tanky rune. Oh my god. Whew. That's very nice. I need to grind R5. I would love to do R5 more, but I can't. I just physically don't have the time to do more R5s. I like her stats. I think my Camilla is an all-round good Camilla. If I was going to put her on defense, though, I would give her an extra 20k HP. Bastet. She recently got slower. That one I changed, I believe. Or that one. Anyway, I made her 3 speed slower because I kept getting outsped anyway. So I thought I might as well put that rune on. Frick it. I love Bastet. She's amazing. I always used to call her Budget Megan, but she's a Budget Megan. No, Megan is a Megan, not Megan. Megan is a Budget Bastet, but she is so much better. I'm in the process of skilling up her Curse of the Beautiful. She is amazing. She deserves my best Swift set. I wish I could get her to 300 speed, but that is my fastest Swift set so far, and it's going to stay there. She's got her own wings and a transmog, and I think she is amazing. I use her all the time. Woosa. My Woosa is Swift until he's max skilled. When he's max skilled, I will be moving him onto Violent, because I would like him to Violent into his skills constantly. So, yeah, that's the plan. I am luckily Wish of Immortality is up, and I've been using him in RTA even though he's not max skilled. He is very slow, and him being that slow, I use in particular whenever I fight teams that are like Daphnis, Water Monkey, Giannas, and things like that require Will. He's one of the only monsters I have on Will for a specific. I've got a specific team that I bet Sean be with. I'll put the picture of that somewhere. I specifically use that team fighting against people that require Will. If they require Will, then like to operate, like with things like Woundsers, Giannas, Daphnis, I will avoid using them, and that is why he's so slow. Hoping that their good runes will lose to my bad runes. Well, particularly slow runes. That's the plan anyway. Here's my double Raukis. One's Violent Will, one is Rage Blade. I don't know why he's still on Will. The runes aren't too good. Oh, they're okay. So hard to get Violent runes just to put on every monster. Need to farm more. I really like him. I use with Lauren and Vertigo for a god tier defense for Siege. So if you want to copy that, help yourself. Here is my damaging Rauk. I think his stats are great. He's got really good attack. He's got perfect crit rate in my opinion. He's over the 200 threshold for crit damage, which I'm perfectly happy with. And 45 speed is perfect for dungeons. It's slower than my Lucians, but faster than everything else. So, amazing. He's max skilled there with his team up. And that is done. I have been I'm not demoning. I do farm them up, individual Rauks. I will show that in my storage later. But I do farm them up as Second Awakening and feed it to them. Because I have too many people. Rika! I have a screenshot. I pulled Rika the Friday 3rd of March 2017. 11:16 at night. I pulled little Rika. I love Rika. She is amazing. She made me auto TOA hard when I first got her. She just cleared right through it. I'd already done it, but not on auto. She is amazing. She used to be on Will. However, I don't use her in Arena or RTA ever. Dots is not really the place for that at the moment. The meta is not Dots. So she's max skilled, but her first isn't, but it's just extra damage on her first. She's speed, attack, attack. The reason she's speed, attack, attack with 44% accuracy is because I only use her for TOA hard. She's way too fast for TOA hard, but I like her to go before everyone, and then Ganymede and Frigate will reset her, and she can just do all of her insane craziness from Fire Guardian Angel again. And I do use her for PvP for like Siege. That's why she's still so fast. Tasarion. I used to love Tasarion. He has my first quad speed rune. Quad grind rune, not quad speed. Here we go. That one, the very top stat. That was the first quad roll I'd ever gotten, all into attack on a crit rate rune. Hey, I'm not too fussed. I like it. I use it for him. It's just kind of bad though. I use a crit rate Tasarion to kill ragdolls. Something seems wrong here. It works for me, so I am going to leave it. I haven't used him for ages. Look, 5-star rune. Gross. But I wanted to hit the threshold of 100 speed, so he's always going to be in line with like most people, so we won't get lapped. And accuracy is 73%, So that means he's always going to be landing his Oblivion. So if he doesn't, he's a dead monster. That's why his runes aren't too good. If he doesn't land Oblivion, he's useless. Rakan, my first favourite Nat 5 that I actually got. My first Nat 5 was Raki. My first actual Nat 5 was Rakan. I love Rakan. He is on a rune set I have had for years, but I haven't gotten a... It's okay. I would prefer more crit rate and more speed, but he's got accuracy to land the collapse. He's got speed, so he won't get constantly lapped. He's got good HP, he's got good damage. I like my Rakan. He could be so much better, I get it, but he was like the first Nat 5 I ever actually put effort into, and he's Vampire Will, HP, crit damage, HP. And so that is 83 speed without 1 speed, so I think that's pretty good. This is my Dungeon Vertihill. He doesn't need to be on Revenge because I kill it in 1 turn, but there you go. This is my Daphnis for Arena, Swift Will. He should be faster, he needs more accuracy, but I use him with Bastet and I hope they don't ban the Bastet. Yeah. I like Daphnis. My first purpose for Daphnis was to auto TOA hard 100, specifically the 100 stage. He autos it himself. He's way too overpowered. It's amazing. And then they keep buffing him, so I'm very happy about that. Here's my Garo. Speed, crit damage, attack. I like the runes on my Garo. He's Vampire Nemesis. He's real hard to kill. I have won quite a lot of RTA matches just by him being the way he is. I really like Garo. There's his runes. He doesn't have any accuracy, that's okay. His crit rate is low, but he's on the... I had to sacrifice crit rate for him being on the Nemesis. Him being on Nemesis, I feel, is great, but it's also bad because it doesn't work when he dies. Like, when his own passive triggers it, I don't think. But that's my Garo. Okay, my rep. One of my all-time most favourite monsters, Xeros. He's very well ruined in my opinion. He's got 96% crit rate, he's got 209 crit damage, 100 speed, and 1425 attack. The only thing he's missing is accuracy, and I am trying to find places to add in this extra accuracy. There, get rid of the resistance for accuracy, that's what I would do. Accuracy in that rune, I can't grind it in there. So, he could be improved, but I think he's amazing. I use him as a damage dealer, not just a resetter. And honestly, I've learned with Galleon. Galleon's 100% accuracy. He never lands anything anyway. So I'm doing the opposite with Xeros. My Vanessa, her runes are really bad. I really like using Vanessa, but I don't know how to build my Vanessa personally. I have her really tanky, she's useless. If I have her really damaging, she's too squishy. If I have her fast enough to... So far what she is, she's fast enough to go in front of Perna, so then she defense breaks and then a monster follows up and kills. But this one's in the middle of damage, tankiness and speed. It's weird, okay? Let's move on. Perna. I love my Perna. He is amazing. He is on speed, crit damage, attack, with a very big low HP roll there. This rune is a bit weird, but I like it. He's got great crit rate in my opinion. I think he's got really good crit rate. His speed should be, I'd prefer it to be 100, but the 9, he's 190. So he's pretty good. He's where he should be. His crit damage is good. His HP is good. Overall, I think my runes are pretty good for my level. Conqueror level, I think they're pretty good. Antares. I think my Antares is great, other than the crit rate, the defense. Yeah. He is on attack, crit damage, HP. Realistically, I just want him to be really annoying. Okay, he is my RTA Vertihill. He is plus 146, Violent Revenge, so 27 speed rune there. I could get him faster with grinds, but I don't have any legendary grinds. It doesn't want to give them to me. It sucks. It does suck. Okay, moving on to Ludo. I don't ever use him. Thought he'd be fun. He's terrible. Helena, I pulled her recently. I like her very much. She's quite cool. I am in the when I Devilmon her, I will give her better runes, but currently she's on speed, crit damage, HP, on violent broken, just because yeah, I don't have the runes to go around. Now onto wind. We've got not too many more to go. We've got Lucians. I love my Lucians. They're both built for dungeons, but I use them for PvP as well because I'm lazy. I haven't had enough monsters to build 2 more Lucians, and I don't have enough runes or time, and it's just it's a lot of effort. It's really a lot of effort. So one's Fatal Broken, one is Rage Blade. Mav, the Lord and Saviour Mav. Where is it? You probably can't see in the background. I've got a Mav figurine. He's adorable. I love him. Lord and Saviour Mav. I agree with Mards. He is the best monster in Summoners. Hathor, my RTA monster. Amazing. Let's move off before people remember my runes. Chasoon. I don't ever use Chasoon. We're so excited to get her, but I don't ever use her. Lagron. My Lagron is weird. I use him frontline for the Water Rift Beast. So I've got him on Swift Guard. I want him to have that extra mana defense, so when he's on the front line, he doesn't die. So he's good. He's tanky. That's how I like it. He doesn't normally ever die. His runes are just a bit all over the place. I need to up them, need to change them. Oh, look how many rolls into HP that was. Yeah, gross. Copper. I love my Copper. He does like 50k. Okay, had a cat interruption. This is my Copper. He's really good. Perfect crit rate in my opinion. His crit damage is really good. His defense is really high. I can't Copper Artemils, but only like one person I know can. Phew. Yeah, so he's max skilled. He does so much damage. I love him. He is Rage, Guard. I prefer him on Will, but at the same time, I always give him first turn anyway, so I kind of want to go more damage and just have him built like a Leo, 0 speed, and then just go for the rest, tankiness and damage. I think I'll try that one day. Here's my Ganymede. He's on Violent Will. HP, Speed, HP, plus 144 speed. His stats are okay all around. I like him. My Leo is too fast. I know. He has my second quad speed. No, it's not quad speed roll. Okay, quad HP roll. Never mind, it's a 3 roll. 3 big rolls. But it has a legendary in it. Yeah, I thought so. Look at all those legendary grinds. That's all I ever get. Is bloody energy runes. I have got him on HP, crit damage, attack. I want him to be able to survive nukes. And I also want him to respond with a torrent that makes you cry. That was the plan. He works pretty well for what I use him for. Tyrannies. I use him so much. He is honestly probably my favourite monster at the moment. Yeah, probably. He does so much. He's got a first move that stuns. He's got an insanely damaged nuke. He's got a revive. He's got a defense buff. He's got an AoE provoke. He's got an AoE... No, then he's got a soul protection. He's also got a self-revive. And his defense stacks by 10% whenever he's attacked. He does everything. And he's honestly my favourite monster at the moment, and that's why he's got the cool effect. Mine is built speed, crit damage, defense, and he's on revenge. They're the other runes. That one I need to change, but I don't have the speed. I think his stats are perfect. I would like to have more HP, probably another 5,000 HP, and I'd be very happy. Triana. It took me years to get her. I didn't get her last. I only just got her recently, and I have been skilling her up with... I've been fusing them and skilling her up. So her runes I haven't paid attention to until she's max skilled. I do that quite a bit. If they're not max skilled, I'm not going to invest too much into them because it makes them worse. Or it don't make them worse, it's just not as optimal. Okay, Tiana. She used to be on my faster Swift set, but since I got a bust out, I gave it to her. She's on a Swift will set, speed I don't know why she's on accuracy. It's because it's 18 speed. That's terrible. I don't have enough runes to go around my count. I've got a lot of monsters, okay? She's great. She's max skilled. I love her. She allows me to do lots of arena. Lots of fun. Pungbeck. I don't use him. Very, very rarely do I use him. If I need a wind damage deal, I just Lucian everything. Very rarely do I go, oh, that's easily Pungbeckable, I'll bring him in it. A lot of the time it's easier to just double Lucian something than it is to build a team accordingly with Pungbeck. He is on Swift Blade, attack, damage attack. He does a lot of bloody damage though. Redaz. I really like my Redaz. I use him in Arena. He's on a crit damage build, but I don't use him for damage. I use him for the stun and the attack bar reduction. He is on Despair Focus. Speed, crit damage, attack. Lots of stats, lots of speed. 50% accuracy I think is good enough. And he helps just deal a little bit of damage. I like him. He's great for using in my speed teams. I love his abilities. I wish his second skill also took attack bar, same as Tyrone's. And his dungeon lead skill is useless. Lynn. There's the stats of the Lynn. I've shown her off quite a bit. They're the stats, so I'll just go over her quickly. Chris, a light dark lightning I've gotten. Don't ever use her. She's garbage. This, her third skill, attacks the enemy with a powerful magic arrow to stun and decrease the target's defense for 2 turns with 60% chance. Lauren does that with a passive. Why would I ever use Chris? She's got runes, but I never, ever, 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 ever use her. I did when I got her. Don't ever use her anymore. I do have a twin though, Bethany. She's missing a rune because I gave it to Crow. Anyway, it's Dover. I love Dover. My girlfriend summoned me Dover. He is amazing. My girlfriend also summoned me Zeros. Speed. I need grinds. Speed, attack. The 34%, the one there. I use him for tier way mostly, but I have been trying to use him in PvP, but I don't own a Sierra. I know that's not, like, it just makes everything easier if you've got a Sierra. It's still doable, but that's how I use him. He is getting to being max skilled. I'm not devilmoning him, I'm feeding the ones I get. I got an I'm hairy. I'm hairy? No idea how to use him. I have tried so many builds. I can't find a use for Catastrophe. If anyone knows a guide on how to use him, please let me know. I would really like to use him. Please let me know. This is my PvP Lauren. Speed HP. Plus 177. Need her as fast as possible and tanky, and I use her for RTA. Here's my onto the dark monsters. Here is my Crow. He does ungodly amounts of damage, and I think his stats are perfect. And if I needed to do a Belagar R5 team, I'd probably use his runes. He could be better if I get some of these, but I don't ever farm that. So I prefer to up the speed, and I can't even get attacks, so just speed on that rune. That'd be quite good. Get legendary speed. Right? Oh no, I can't have speed. It'd be too fast. Then that's why that speed isn't grinded. Oh, can we up that? Yes, we can. More damage. Yes, that's what we wanted. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna move on to the double Liebling. I've got one Bill really slow. He is on Despair Will with some efficient runes, some garbage runes. 666. I use him to solo siege towers. That's why he's so slow, because he always counters guaranteed. I use him as a budget art mill pretty much. I like him like this, but he's not too useful. He's only got niche uses. This was meant to be my arena one. However, he's too slow. He does insane damage, so I build speed teams where the Dover will stun, then he'll bomb, and then Libby will bomb. He works really well, but I don't use bomb teams because they're unreliable, sadly. Bethany. Insane damage, as I was testing, but she lost the damage wars, so goodbye. He's my frigate. Speed, attack, accuracy, Okay, it's just for the speed. I use him to build up the speed so I don't get cut. I use Bastet Double Lucian Frigate so I don't get cut, and I can just nuke everybody. That's why I use Frigate, and that's why he's ruined the way he is. He's just meant to be fast. I'm not going to waste grinds on that. Isabel. I used to use her quite a bit, and then we got Hrugni, and I gave her his runes, and then removed. And then she doesn't have any leftovers. Used to really like using her for Guild Wars. I may bring her back for some funsies. Yes, we got her from the Hall of Heroes, and then I summoned one after the Hall of Heroes. Luna. I used to really like Luna. She does a lot of damage, and she makes your runs really efficient if you've got one early game. Does a lot of damage, but I'd only ever use her in dungeons. I think most of them are not too good unless it's Clara, the fire one. For all of them would be dungeons other than Clara, I would say. I suppose the water one's a great damage dealer, actually, yeah. On to my 2 light dark nat 5s. I got Wounser. I got a little Bobby Wounser. He's currently on a Swift HP one. The reason he is so slow, I have gotten a couple questions about why is your Wounser so slow. The reason he's so slow is his base speed is insane, and a lot of the time, if I AoE strip Will, then let's say if I don't get my Hathor in or things like that, things don't work. I've got him slow, so he's speed tuned with everything else. So if someone puts a Wooser up, I can strip it all, then sleep or do whatever I want. It's all speed tuned to the Wooser. But if I made him 300 speed like he was originally, I'd always get cut. So I don't have him like that. He is max skilled. He does awaken into a 15 base speed, which is ungodly. He is just on a speed tuned set. The runes aren't too good because I wanted him exactly speed tuned. I did have him plus 180 on Despair, but I tested him on defense. He didn't Despair stun me about, I think it was 10 turns in a row. So it's no. 10 going in and killing it, and yeah. So no. Cadiz, my favourite Light Dark unit I've got at the moment. He is amazing. He's got perfect attack. Look at that. Nice, sexy 1000. Just flat 1000. I'd like to get faster. I'd like more crit rate. I'd like more HP. So really, my runes are shite. He requires so much to make him viable. That rune is not too good. The HP is okay. I could grind that up. But this rune, it's mostly about the speed. This rune is all round genuinely good. I actually really like this Violent rune. One of my best is actually my best crit damage Violent rune. That rune I like. It's okay. Actually, no, I don't like that one. Oh, yes. He used to have Revenge. Speed. He used to have that one, but I gave it to the Vertiheal for speed. So he used to be faster. He used to be 11 faster, but I changed it over because I wanted the Vertiheal to be faster. A lot faster. And attack. I have had him attack, HP, and I keep switching. I think HP is better, but I seem to win more when he's on attack. Who knows? I love Cadiz. He is amazing. His buff was fantastic. I don't have the transmog for Cadiz. I don't like it. I don't like any of the transmogs. I like the Vampire Monarch one, the big suit of armor, but it's very low resolution if you have a look at it, and I don't like that. So I'm just keeping him as normal until they release a really cool one. Hrugni. You guys have seen his runes. I think they're pretty darn good. That's a nice rune. That's a nice rune. That's a decent rune. That's meh. But yeah, so I've shown you guys his runes. I was very lucky with skill ups. It all went into Frenzy and Acts of Punishment. That was perfect. There's the new toy Dragonov. Attack, damage, attack. Not going to talk about him because they were in my latest 2 videos. He's the next Lucian I'm building eventually. He's my full fight 9-tail fox that I'm using for the leader skill. He's the Joltan I'm building in preparation for the Second Awakening update. And now let's have a look at my secret storage. I'm not going to go through every monster now I'm in storage because they're not. I have all the twins 6-starred, other than the water ones. I've got Julie, I've got Sohar, Tractor. Used to like using Tractor quite a bit. I stopped using him because I couldn't find any way to use him, but now I use him in Siege for solo. Here's the fire monsters. I've got Brandia, who lost a rune. I can't remember who I gave it to. I gave it to him recently. I've got the Fire Panda that I've built for raids. He was on full fight, but I changed him over because I don't use him in raids anymore, so he's just a dead monster. Kamoon, Raki, and Nat 5s. I don't use Kumar, ever. He's not max skilled. I don't have the spare runes left over for him. He's sat in storage probably for like the next 2 years. He's already been in there for a year. I don't have the runes to make a great 40k 100 speed Kumar, and I don't have the Devilmon to skill him up, so unless he becomes instantly meta relevant, I'm not going to use him. Here's my Despair Raki. That's a grinded rune and a half. Not max skilled. Raki was my first Nat 5. I had spent a year and a half playing, and I summoned my first Nat 5. I played every single day. I just didn't get one. Didn't max skill because I didn't like her. She looks like a stripper. Not really my thing, thank you very much. There's the twins. He used to carry me through the game, my old Trevor, with his amazing brawler's will. I loved my Trevor. He used to carry me, or he actually carried me into Conqueror. I used him in Season 1 of RTA. Oh, it was amazing. I've got normal TOA monsters. I've got the Raccoony, who's transmogged. I've got Triton. I did have Triton as a part of a Shield Bull Cleave team, as you can see there, obviously. I don't use Triton anymore because I've got a Woundser. Because Woundser's base speed is higher, I just use him instead. So he's in storage. Tashar's in storage because Lucian is so much better, and so his runes got stripped, and I put them on to Lucian. I used to love Katarina. I used to think Katarina was like the best monster in Summoner's War. Until I spent 2 years of losing Guild Wars because she'd hit 3 people with her Sword of Discharge. She'd hit 1 person, so I stopped using her. I've got a Skogul. He's pretty decent. He gets me random wins when he violent procs. He's got plus 30k HP and the runes aren't max. That's pretty impressive. Here's my light and dark units, the things people might want to see. Used to use Gemini all the time, Gemini Orion. There's my Dungeon Lauren. If you want to see the runes, you just got to pause it. I think that's about it. I don't really have too much else. I've got... Oh yeah, I do save the relics I get. But yeah. So then I'll end it on my profile so you guys can see all my dirty laundry. There you go. There's my teams. There's my R5s and other things. I'm going to end it there. Actually, I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I appreciate it. I set a goal. I was going to get 50 by Christmas. And I was joking around with my mum and girlfriend that I wouldn't actually get 50 subs by Christmas. It was a long shot. But we broke that record. And it's like the 28th of November. So yeah, we didn't even make it to December. So thank you guys all. I really do appreciate it. So, what content do you want to see from me now? If you guys have any specific content you want to send my way, please do. Just let me know what type of content you want me to do and I will try my best to succeed. Thank you guys very much for watching this really long video. If you got to the end, please type in the comments, let me know. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.